Hey, 8th grade. So I'm going to be doing pages 200 through 202 of the informational text packet. If you guys still have questions about it, like I said last night in the video, I won't be going live next week. I'll be going live the following week, which I think is the 15th, because next week is spring break. So if you guys have any questions about this, you can either email me before then, or you can wait until we go live that Wednesday. But I'm going to read page 200 to you guys, and then I'm going to go over the questions on pages 201 and 202. So the VSC1, a smart choice. Environmentalists often complain about the pollution created by cars, trucks, and SUVs. They advocate for stronger regulations for carbon dioxide emissions, and they see the auto industry as their adversary. But the automobile industry has recently come up with a viable solution to car pollution. It's the latest and best micro car on the market, the VSC1. VSC literally stands for very small car. The VSC1 is about 8 feet long, weighs 1,700 pounds, and seats just 2 people, much smaller and lighter than the average car, truck, or SUV. As a result, it requires far less fuel in order to run. In fact, while the average mid-sized car averages about 27 miles per gallon, the VSC1 averages 50 miles per gallon of fuel. This translates into less oil drilling and less destruction of the environment. The gasoline-fueled VSC1 is a smart choice when it comes to carbon dioxide. Its emissions rating is just 87 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer driven. Compare that to a typical SUV's rating of 150 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer driven. As you can see, the VSC1 emits nearly 50% less polluting carbon dioxide into our air than the SUV. But you can do even better. The all-electric version of the VSC1 runs on fuel cells that emit no carbon dioxide at all. The VSC1 is a smart choice for the environment, but it's also a smart choice for your budget. A mid-sized car averages $30,000 and an SUV $40,000, but you can purchase a gas-fueled VSC1 for as little as $12,500. And if you're ready to be smart about the environment and your budget, then the VSC1 is for you. Moving on to the second one, microcars, not smart and not safe. Advertisers often tout the low cost of microcars. They fail to mention that non-polluting, all-electric microcars can cost as much as luxury mid-sized cars. And many other kinds of microcars require a special type of fuel that is more expensive than gasoline. The high costs of this fuel could reduce the financial advantage of owning a microcar. But the biggest problem with the microcar is safety. Microcar manufacturers cite the car's cage-like frame to counter any safety concerns. This type of frame is modeled after the roll cages that protect race car drivers when they crash. But no frame can overcome the laws of physics. A tiny car will sustain great damage when hit with the force of a bigger, heavier car. If you're still interested in a microcar, consider this. The best-selling version received only 3 stars in Europe's 5-star crash rating system. So we're going to move on to the questions on 201. 1A, what is the meaning of the word force as used in microcars, not smart and not safe? The word force is used in paragraph 2. So A, personal strength. B, ability to cause an object to undergo a change. C, ability to make someone do something. Or D, mechanical power. I looked at paragraph 2 and they talked about cars sustaining damage due to force, so I would consider that when answering 1A. 1B, what detail from the text supports the answer to part A? A, roll cages. B, safety concerns. C, protect race car drivers. Or D, sustain great damage. Again, they are talking about a car accident, so keep that in mind when you answer 1A and 1B. 2A, what is the topic of the 4th paragraph of the VSC1, a smart choice? A, SUVs are too expensive. B, it is important to protect the environment. C, the VSC1 is budget friendly. Or D, the VSC1 is becoming popular. If you guys just read like the first 3 sentences of paragraph 4, you guys will get the answer to that one, so I'm not going to focus too much on that. Which sentence in the paragraph supports the answer to part A? A, the first sentence, B, the second sentence, C, the third sentence, or D, the fourth sentence? Again, you just have to read the paragraph and you'll figure it out. It's super easy. 3A, how does the author of the VSD1, A Smart Choice, develop the idea that the VSD1 is a smart choice when it comes to carbon dioxide? A, by providing specific data, B, by providing an expert opinion, C, by countering a viewpoint, or D, by using an example. That is in paragraph 3. So look at paragraph 3 and what they discuss in there, and you should get your answer for that. I'm sounding like I'm being really brief with the questions, but this is such a small reading that I don't feel like I have to go back and tell you super specific details to get your answer. 3B, what detail from the text supports the answer to part A? A, emissions rating, B, rating of just 87 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer driven, C, a popular SUV, or D, per kilometer driven. Again, they're looking at carbon dioxide emissions, so keep that in mind when you answer 3B. 4A, in microcars, not smart and not safe, what is the author's point of view toward the frame used in microcars? A, it makes microcars as safe as full-sized cars. B, it is a good safety feature. C, it is more effective than a roll cage. Or D, it still does not make a microcar as safe as a regular car. So just think of the title. What is the title of this specific section trying to tell you, and how does that align with the options you were given for 4A? 4B, which detail from the text supports the answer to part A? A, no frame can overcome the laws of physics. B, to counter any safety concerns. C, sustain great damage. Or D, modeled after the roll cages that protect race car drivers. Again, you are going to be looking at how the title, first look at the title, and then go back to paragraph 2 of the microcars, and that'll give you your answer. That's where those quotes come from. 5A, the author of Microcars, Not Smart and Not Safe responds to the conflicting viewpoint that microcars are budget-friendly by discussing A, fuel cost, B, the laws of physics, C, emissions ratings, or D, safety ratings. Look at paragraph 1 of that section to get your answer for 5A. 5B, which detail from the text supports the answer to part A? A, 150 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer driven. B, $30,000. C, more expensive than gasoline. Or D, just 3 stars. Remember, the original question is asking you about what makes it not budget friendly. Okay, so then moving on to page 202, which is the last page in the packet. 6A, how are the purposes of the two authors alike? A, they both want to warn readers about microcars. B, they both want to encourage readers to buy microcars. C, they both want to inform readers about microcars. Or D, they both want to inform readers about microcar safety. So A, they both want to warn readers about microcars. The first author is trying to persuade you to buy one, so they're probably not trying to warn you. B, they both want to encourage readers to buy microcars. The author in the second section does not want you to buy a microcar. They both want to inform readers about microcars. C or D, they both want to inform readers about microcar safety. I would look at C or D for your answers for that. And then 6B, which detail from the text supports the answer to part A? A, environmentalists often complain. B, a viable solution to car pollution. C, tote its low cost. Or B, but the biggest problem. Again, it depends on whether or not you pick C or D for 6A, which answer works best for 6B, so I'm going to leave that up to you. Moving on to number 7. What impact does the use of the phrase law of physics have on the meaning and tone in the second paragraph of microcars, not smart and not safe? Again, so looking at the tone, so kind of like the feeling or the emotion that you get while you are reading, that varies by person, so I'm not going to give you the answer for that one. But how does the phrase laws of physics create that tone? Keep that in mind as you answer. Number 8, why does the author of Microcars Not Smart and Not Safe explain that the microframe car is modeled after roll cages? Cite evidence from the text. Keep in mind when you answer this, modeling it after the roll cage is supposed to be really good because if you crash it and you roll it, like you should be fine because it's modeled after a roll cage. But the author uses that as a counter argument, so keep that in mind when you answer number 8. Number 9, how do the words complain and stronger regulations in paragraph 1 of the VSC1, a smart choice, help you understand the meaning of the word adversary? How does knowing the dictionary definition, enemy or opponent of adversary, help you understand how environmentalists feel about the auto industry? So complain and stronger, think of those synonyms, antonyms, can they be used in the definition of adversary? And then how does knowing the dictionary definition help you understand how environmentalists feel about the auto industry? Well, if you're calling someone your enemy, like how do you feel towards them? And then number 10, without including your own opinion, summarize microcars not smart and not safe. I was able to do this in 3 sentences. I just summarized each paragraph in 1 sentence and wrote it for number 10. But that is the entire 8th grade packet. If I did somehow skip something or you guys missed a video and can't find it, please let me know and I will try to find it for you. But that is all I really have for you guys. Again, if you have questions, you can email me. You can wait until we go live in 2 weeks. Or you can comment on this video now. If you have questions about the grammar packet too, you can still email me about that. But all the videos for that have been posted as well. But I hope you guys have a great spring break.